Don't Stop Believing. From Canaan Valley Resort State Park in Tucker County, West Virginia. This park is well known as having the first ski resort. This park is popular year-round. Canaan Valley also happens to be the highest mountain valley east of the Rockies. And you can see the ski slopes on that mountainside. Canaan Valley got its name from early settlers who felt this was their promised land, like the land of milk and honey. And I'm going to show you around this beautiful park. And speaking of promised land, this park just happens to have a trail by that name. Promised land is blazed purple. And here's Promised Land Trail right now. Starting today in Hebrews 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And looking down to verse 6, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Verses 7 through 10 give some examples about people having faith, even against all odds. They didn't stop believing in what God had in store for them. In Hebrews 11, verse 7, by faith Noah, being warned of God, of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by which he condemned the world, and became heir to the righteousness which is by faith. And the fear that he's talking about in this verse is the fear of God, which is a healthy fear, as God always has our best interest at heart. And in these verses 8 through 10, these remind us of the journey of the Israelites to pursue the promised land of milk and honey, as many of them grew weary along the way. Oftentimes, many people grow weary and throw in the towel when they should continue to pursue God's will for their life, and to don't stop believing, as he will see us through. Balsam Swamp Overlook, as this park is known for bogs and swampy areas, even as it's the highest mountain valley east of the Rockies. Turning to Proverbs 3, verses 5 through 7. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thine own eyes, fear the Lord, and depart from evil. We all have that human tendency to follow our own journey, our own wisdom, but then things just have a funny way of changing course when we least expect it. Ooh, I see a buck right there. As you can see, our day-to-day life is full of surprises. So as we travel along life's journey, and speaking of journey, the band who is famous for the hit Don't Stop Believing, which was released on their album in 1981 and became a huge hit for them in early 1982. The inspiration for this song has quite an interesting story. Even when keyboardist Jonathan Cain, struggling as a musician, called home and was talking with his father about quitting, and his father rebutted and told him, don't stop believing. God has a purpose for you, and we're going to take Blackwater River Trail. And so Jonathan, the keyboardist, wrote this phrase on a notepad, and over time continuing to add notes and sharing his inspiration for Don't Stop Believing with Steve Perry and other members of the band, in which the lyrics evolved into a story about a small town girl and a city boy taking the midnight train. And as we walk along Blackwater River Trail over to Blackwater River, which it follows for a little bit, we'll go past a Beaver Dam, so you want to stick around. And as we take a look at, in verses 19 through 21, the Lord by wisdom hath founded the earth, by understanding hath he established the heavens. By his knowledge the depths are broken up, and the clouds drop down the dew. My son, let not them depart from thine eyes. Keep sound wisdom and discretion. And we came across a couple deer out here. Moving along as we realize God gave us brains to think, but we're also to diligently seek his wisdom in our daily walk. And turning to Galatians 6, in verses 7 through 10. Be not deceived, God is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting. And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men, especially unto them who are of the household of faith. Coming upon a little spur trail over to the riverbank, with Blackwater River coming into view. Such a quiet, peaceful river. Blackwater River continues to meander downstream through Blackwater Falls State Park over a 57-foot waterfall. As you can see, it's very swampy here. Continuing back on Blackwater River Trail. So basically the title for this video being Don't Stop Believing, it's really all about faith, as we see in Hebrews 10, verse 23. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised. Looking on down to verses 35 through 39. Cast not away, therefore, your confidence, which hath great recompense of reward. For ye have need of patience, that, after ye have done the will of God, ye might receive the promise. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come, and will not tarry. Now the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul. And continuing in James 1, starting verse 3, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. Or let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And now coming up on another spur trail, moving in for a closer look at the Beaver Dam. Taking this moment to enjoy nature close up, as you can see that the beavers decided that Blackwater River needs a dam. In Romans 8 verse 18, "For I reckon the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." And looking down to verse 28, "And we know that all things work together for good, to them that love God, to them who are the called, according to His purpose." So remember, even when life circumstances can really get us down from time to time, that we're here to encourage each other and to pray for each other, trusting and believing as we walk with Him in our daily life. As nobody promised this life would be easy, keeping the faith, and remember, don't stop believing. This trail, being a 1-mile loop, is working its way back around to the parking lot where we started, but we still have a little ways. As we take a look at Romans 10 verse 17, "So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God." And in 2 Corinthians 5 verse 7, "For we walk by faith, not by sight." And in Psalm 27 verse 14, "Wait on the Lord, and be of good courage, and He shall strengthen thine heart." Wait, I say, on the Lord. And we see a little fawn right here. Don't stop believing.